Yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
So yes, guys, back with another episode. Today, got your boy OG Moose, and of course, next to me we got the man. Can you give them a proper introduction? Let them know your name, sir. ID number. All of that things, you know.
Bro. It's Baksquiat.
There we go.
Yeah, you guys don't need to know my real name yet.
Bro, I was about to ask, bro. We can't skip over that part, bro. That's formal introduction.
Damn.
This is it's a date. Get to know each other. Let's go,
bro.
Government name.
Government name, damn, bro.
I know it's crazy, but
I'm gonna give you the name that everybody calls me.
Okay.
No, not like my full government. My name is Bake.
Bake, okay.
Bake, yeah. That's me.
And then when it comes to artist name?
Artist name, Baksquiat.
Why?
Baksquiat.
Why that?
Bro, I'm just well, it all started like with like a Jay-Z, just listening to him rap and him talking about Jean-Michel Basquiat, the painter. I'm sure you've heard of Basquiat, right? Yeah, that guy. And then yeah, I was just like, yo, let me Baksquiat, let me just Baksquiat, put it together, like.
Nice. So then, was that your name from the jump, or did you have a name before that?
Damn, I had like, I went through like a
phase,
like a series of names.
Yeah,
bro.
What was the first one? Like the very first one.
Damn, when I first dropped, like I dropped under like Opus, which is also like another.
I think that sounds so familiar.
Another like Jay-Z like reference, cause
that your name was Opus.
Opus, yeah. I used that cause I used to rap before, like I started singing.
Okay.
And it was like basically inspired by like Magma Carta Holy Grail by Jay-Z.
I think I know
the album with Holy Grail, the song with Justin Timberlake. I used to listen to that album a lot, like in high school, and he used to talk about the magnum opus, which is basically like top tier, like at the top, you know. So I was like, oh, I'm just gonna go by Opus, but then that name just wasn't sticking, and then I went back to my name like Bake for like a year when I was still dropping on like SoundCloud, and then like Baksquiat in like 2019 when I was like, yo, I'm taking it serious now.
So then obviously I'm hearing now that you used to listen to all of the greats growing up. So like maybe starting out, like you weren't releasing music at that point, like when you were still Opus. This was like 2015, 2016?
Yeah, like 2016 was Opus, yeah. But I was just like, bro, like I started off like fooling around, because obviously, like studios weren't like accessible.
Obviously.
And at the time, like we didn't really have the knowledge to know like, oh, you can actually buy the things and.
Oh, like, okay. Yeah, you said your own setup.
So it's like, so the only thing I literally knew was like Fruity Loops, and my mom got me that, and then I was just like fooling around, like making beats and stuff like that.
Nice.
And then like my first song, like recorded that in like 2015, 2016, and then that's when like I was like, oh shit, I need a name now to like drop.
So then like, just to cut you off, sorry, before that, was there any thoughts in your head about becoming an artist, 2016?
Was there?
Like, was there any thoughts in your head about becoming an artist? Or
did it
start then?
Yeah, nah, like it started like when I moved to Cape Town, because I'm from KZN.
Okay, nice.
Like when I moved out here, like I had the access to a lot of things, and that's where I realized like, oh, like there's actually people who are rappers and singers in this world, and they do this thing full time. So I was like, oh, I actually want to do that.
Okay.
And that was like in primary school, where I was like, yo, this is what I want to do.
Nice.
And ever since, it's just been trying to chase that, like trying to accomplish that goal.
So then, like in primary school, was it just like you maybe freestyling, messing around, were you writing? What, like,
how
were you pursuing it?
How I was pursuing it. So I told my mom, and my mom put me in like guitar lessons. So I started doing guitar, and my guitar teacher was also like a music teacher at like my school. So he was like, yo, you actually got a voice, like join the choir. So I started like doing choirs at school and stuff like that. And yeah, that's where it started. And then I would write rhymes in class and like freestyles at break and that type of stuff. But it wasn't like anything serious. It wasn't like, at that point, it wasn't clear about how like we're gonna go about the whole thing. It was just like, yo, we're just gonna do this, and like when I'm 18 or when I'm older, like something's just gonna happen.
Yeah, I get you, nice.
So that's how it like really started. But I hated guitar, by the way. Like,
sheesh. Did you maybe switch instruments, or did you just stop completely?
Bro, I just never rehearsed. My mom used to pay for the lessons, I was just like, yo, bro, I want to play piano, and if it's not the piano, like I don't want to do it. So I never really fully tapped into it. Like I can still play like a few chords and stuff, but
now if you had to fast forward today, did you ever pick up the keyboard?
Yeah, like I could play a little bit, like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. And then you said, just to fast forward to now to 2016, you said you got Fruity Loops.
Fruity Loops, yeah. Like
So
that was in like grade 5. Like my mom, it was a Fruity edition, like Fruity Loops 10.
Okay,
Which
damn.
is like, yeah. Fruity Loops 10, like the most basic version of that, the Fruity edition, the one where you couldn't record anything, like
I get you.
you could just like make beats, bro, and it didn't have that many channels, so that was that, bro, and I was just messing around with that shit.
Nice. Wait, how old are you, bro?
I'm 26, bro.
Okay, nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So then started out as a not even, bro, not even.
Call me Unc. I'm Unc.
You're only 2 years older than me, bro. So it's not even, bro. So now started out as a producer.
I would say that, like, bro, I was dabbling, like I was just trying to, like,
get yourself out there, like doing something,
like doing something within the
craft.
Music.
Yeah.
And because like I had no knowledge about like buying my own equipment and that type of stuff, so I just was like, my mom was like, yo, just start here.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
And then any connections? Did you make any connections that earlier on in your career that maybe you still keeping in touch with today? Maybe they're also doing well.
One of my friends, shout out Daniel Goodman, from high school. Like he was actually, like I was in grade 8 when he was in matric. So my school, the high school I went to, had like a mentoring system where it was like, yo, the grade 8s get mentored by the grade 12. So we would like have like a mentor bride, and I met this guy Daniel Goodman, and we both fucked with Drake. Like he used to listen to Drake, I used to listen to Drake, and he put me on to Frank Ocean, and he had a studio at his house. Like this is like 2013, bro. So I'm like, yo, this motherfucker rich. Like what the fuck?
I get you.
So it's like he's like, yo, come to my house, because he's like, oh, you rap, like you make music, and he's like, oh, I dabble a little bit as well, like come to my house, like let's cook up. And that's where like I cooked up like my very first song, and then he gave me my first microphone where it was like, yo, bro,
shit tough.
This is my old mic, like I still have it also at home. He's like, yo, bro, we use this. Like that's where like I went home, there was a laptop mic, so I would just plug it into my laptop and just make demos, bro, like just record shit like all day, like free time, like just make stuff.
And then how long before you started releasing your music online?
So first time I released online, so that homie also put me onto SoundCloud too. So he was like, yo, I'm gonna upload this on SoundCloud, and then we uploaded under his like his SoundCloud. But then 2016 I was in like what 2016 I was in grade 11. That's where I was like, I released my first like under my SoundCloud, where I was like,
so you set it up and everything.
I set it
so
up.
Then what clicked? Was there like a decision, you were like, nah, I think, I can stand on my own 2 feet now as an artist, I can now put it under my own name? Is that what you were thinking, or?
So yeah, like, so that homie actually left like and went to study like in New York, so I didn't see him like for a while. But then I left, and I finished high school in 2017, like, and I went to SAE, and that's where like I had the access to like studios, like proper studios, and that's where like this was like 2018 at SAE. So I started like working then, like making stuff, like even at home, like I would just make stuff. Like I bought my first studio equipment in like 2017. So while I was in matric, like I had this equipment that I would work on, but I wasn't dropping stuff. Like I dropped in 2016, 2017, I was just like cooking, like just working on the craft. And then 2019, that's where I was like, yo, now I'm dropping, like,
Okay, so now that you now started dropping, who are you looking up to? Like, who was the artist that you were listening to? Like you said, Jay-Z in the beginning. You spoke about like who else?
So it starts with Chris Brown, bro. It starts with Chris Brown. Nice. That's where it begins. But this is like 2010, bro. This is like me in grade 5. Like, this is like fame, Chris. Like after the, what's that, graffiti, Chris Brown. Like,
nice.
And like
that's wall to wall and all of that, no?
I think Wall to Wall was the album before that.
Okay.
In 2000, like,
which one is Graffiti?
Graffiti's like transform you with Swiss beats. But like it started before that, but like I moved to Cape Town in like 2008, so like I started hearing more because where I came from, bro, I was like living with my grandparents and they're like very old school.
Old school and whatnot. So you
like,
didn't have access to all
I
of
didn't
that.
have access to a lot of things. So I'm
Okay.
moving in like with my mom like out here and it's like now I've got DSTV and Wi-Fi. So now I'm like seeing Chris Brown like all the time. Like I'm hearing these like new songs.
That's
like,
when you started popping for real.
yeah,
Bro.
Bedrock, like
There
Young
you
Money, like
go.
Drake was coming up, and then it was like Jay-Z. I got into him like him and Kanye West like Watch the Throne, which is like I think 2010. Started getting into Jay-Z and Kanye, but like Drake was like that guy that I was like when I started making music. It was like, okay, Drake is like the gold standard for us. Like we looking at him and we like, yo, that's if you want to make it, like you got to be this good. So Drake was the guy, but Chris Brown was the spark. Drake was the fire, you know.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Sheesh, and then now to fast forward to today, are those still your inspirations or is it different now? How much did it evolve?
So while in high school also I discovered like this is like also 2013, 2014 Party Next Door. Where it was like the blogs, I think it was like That Piff and all those websites were talking about like Drake's new artist and Party Next Door got the Party Next Door 1 mixtape and that, I was like, yo, this guy's dope.
It's
like
tough, yeah.
But then like I think by Party Next Door 2 or Party Next Door 3, that's where I was like, yo,
that's the one.
This is like my favorite artist. Like it's no longer Drake. Like Drake is still like the Godfather, but like
yeah.
Party Next Door is that guy. Like.
So then, why do you think you resonated with him so much? Like when it comes to his sound, his cadence, why?
The tone, bro. Like I think, like with Chris Brown was too clean. Like that nigga could sing, like
facts.
Sing. But with Party Next Door, it was like he sounds rough. And for me, like with music, I don't like over singing. I don't like overdoing things. I don't like stuff that sounds perfect. Like it needs to sound attainable, like easy. Like when someone listens to it, they need to feel like, yo, I can do this. You know. And Party Next Door was the
so he gave you that vibe.
Yeah, like he could sing, but it was like he was relaxed with it. Like
nice, okay.
Yeah, so I was like, yo, that guy's like.
Yeah. And from there, would you say not that you imitated his sound, but like, did you try to now copy what you heard from his music? Did not that now carry you?
Yeah. Like,
would you say that's how you found your sound through like Party Next Door?
It was more through, cause like remember I said I used to rap, so it was like more through like Drake and Kanye, like following that route. But then when I started singing, it was still Drake. Because Drake was also a singer, and he also was like on a more like
melodies and stuff.
Like melody, like but very relaxed. Like you couldn't put Drake in the same category as Chris Brown, you know.
Okay, I get you.
So it was still, but then Party Next Door was like, okay, I like Drake, but I can do this, and this sounds pretty dope. Also, he's not doing too much; he's doing just enough. You know. So that was the route to that. Yeah.
So now, from when you started releasing then until now, how many songs would you say you have out, like in total? Just roughly estimate. On the
Not
internet,
a lot, bro.
Like on the internet right now?
Not a lot, bro. It's probably like, so I've got an EP that's like 5 tracks.
Okay.
I think I probably got like 11 songs in total that I've dropped since that time.
Okay. So now, so for anyone tuning in now for the first time and they want to like hear what you have to offer, which song would you tell them to go listen to?
I hate this song, but it's my most streamed song, and it's the song that when people meet me and they've heard my music and they didn't know I made the song, it's the song they bring up the most. It's a song called Allow.
Allow.
Yeah, Allow. That's the song where people are like, until this day, kind of like, yo, you guys really like that song, but that's my most like streamed song.
What about the song that you like? Do you feel like you could have done it better? The timing, like what's up?
I just feel like what I like and what the people that listen to me like is different things. Like cause some songs, bro, you just like, cause with Allow, like I went to the studio, I was recording with Lord Nal at the time, Lord Nal, and he was making this beat, and it sounded very like, very poppy, but like a yacht number. Like sort of pop. So I was like, yo, and he's like, bro, like I think you should hop on this beat, like. And then I was like, but I trust Lonel, because he was like, I think he still also is like one of the best like music producers in South Africa.
Shout out
Lord Nel, for real. So I trusted him, like I trusted his ear. So if this guy is saying, yo, hop on this, like he's onto
It must be,
something.
yeah, fact.
And he was onto something
Of
because that's
course.
like my most streamed song right now.
There we go.
So yeah.
But then how do you fight that balance of like the music you want to make and then the music people want to hear? So I feel like there's not even a fine line. It's just like, yo, this is what people want. That's not necessarily my style. This is what I want to make, but it's not necessarily you won't get the same recognition as that. So like, how do you
How do
balance
you
that
find that balance?
As an artist, yeah. How do you tackle that?
I don't have a way to tackle it, bro. It just happens. Like you just make music, bro. Like you're in the studio like a lot. You make music. Some of the songs you might make on one day, you might like them. Some of the
Facts.
songs you make on another day, on that day, you might not like them. You might be like, yo, I don't like these songs. But then, like when you put them out into the world, the people decide like, yo, this is the good music. This is what we like.
Okay.
Cause when I put out I actually put out 2 songs at the same time. One song that I really liked and that song. And the song I really like is yeah, it's still doing badly online. It's still like damn.
I get you.
So it's like, yo, do I have a bad ear? Like,
Nah, not even. Not,
yeah.
Yeah, you never know how people are gonna receive your music, man.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, out of you said you released about 10, 11 tracks.
10, 11
now,
tracks.
on the,
Yeah.
do you have any features?
Do I have features? I have one feature, yeah, on my EP, and that's like oldish. But a lot of my music also features, oh Lord Nell. I've got a Lord Nell feature. My very first song, like it was me and Lord Nell. Yeah, it's called Deserve.
So then in the vault right now, how many tracks do you have in the vault?
Probably like it depends on which vault you talk about. Because I've made music. So I haven't dropped music since like 2021, bro.
Damn,
you know
how come?
Saying? I've just been cooking, bro. Like I've just been, cause like you make music. I'm not saying like I'm trying to get my shit perfect, but you low key know when something is ready. Like you can feel it inside. Like yo, I'm ready now, or I'm not ready now. Like I won't be able to handle what comes with that. So my whole thing has always been like, I know that the hit is coming, and when that song that's gonna be my breakthrough song, like and take me global, when that comes, I need to be ready for
mentally
as an artist. I need to have music ready, because a lot of the time you'll find that like a guy went into the studio, made something that was dope and that he liked, and that's the only song he has, and then he drops it, and then it it blows up, and now he has to rush again and make music, and then that's how people. I'm not saying that's how people become one-hit wonders, but I feel like that's part of the reason why is that you don't have solid work.
Yeah, you didn't take time to understand why that was a hit. So you're just thinking I need to drop now.
So yeah, I just took the time, because after my EP, like I dropped the EP, and I was like, after that I learned a lot, like just about also the music business, and I started understanding, seeing things differently, because through that EP and the project that we did as with Abs and Tembi and Lord Nell called Edgecomb, like I got to meet like a lot of people in the industry. It opened doors, and I got to see like the behind the scenes of that, and I realized that music is like only 10 or 20% of the job. You actually there's a whole like industry and business behind it. So after I dropped my EP, I was like, yo, let me actually just take the time to understand what I'm doing. And while I'm learning about what I'm doing, let me just keep making music. So I've got vaults from then, bro. I've got music that I made last year. I've got music that I've made this year. And I would say from the music I made last year and this year, probably like 30, 40, 50 songs, somewhere there. Yeah. That that are just sitting there. Not all of them are complete. Some of them are just ideas that are just there, but the work is there. Yeah. It's like 30, 40.
Nice.
Yeah.
So now when it comes to the conversation about your next drop, out of that vault, do you really know like what it could be? Do you have an idea? Or must you still like narrow it down?
So to be honest, I'm probably not gonna drop any songs from the vault.
Okay, so anything that comes out from here.
Yeah, like the songs that I might drop from the vault are songs that I made this year, because I think I'm still at the infancy stage of like my music career, in my opinion. So I need to find a way to like introduce myself, and I think only now, like I found a lane that I want to stick to and be like, okay, this is what I want to do. Because for the past like couple years, I've been all over the place, bro. Like sonically, like it's just been like, yo, rap this, R&B, a bit hype, you know. So now I know, like, yo, okay, this is how I want to introduce myself to people. This is what I want to be known for. So yeah, like I've got those songs that I feel like, yo, cool, but I still feel like that's the beginning in a way. It's like the stuff I'm making now is like it's getting better. Like my pen is becoming tighter. Like the stuff I'm writing now is just
nice.
It's sounding better. Like
nice, damn. So now, when it comes to features as well, is there any people you want to work with specifically? That's like on your bucket list, like they're on your
my
radar,
bucket
like
list. Yeah.
A song that you would be tight. Maybe you want to put it out there.
The people I want to work with, damn, like to be honest, bro, there's not a lot of people I want to work with because I already feel like I work with some of the best people in the country right now, like Tembi, Ops, you know, and they like my close friends. So it's like working with them and getting to just be around them and watch them do what they do is like really dope for me. But for someone that is in the industry right now that I really respect is Anati. I don't know if you know Anati.
And I haven't heard, no.
Anati. Local guy, but not from Cape Town, from Joburg, but he's like the GOAT, bro. You know, Be Careful What You Wish For by AKA?
Yeah.
That album with Don't Forget to Pray. That's Anati. Anati and AKA did the album. Yeah, together. So
I was picturing some underground nigga upcoming.
Nah, bro, that's also like one of the
Okay.
That's also one of the people, because I actually like after we dropped our album in 2021, I met him through like Lord Nell, because he fucked with our music. So he hit up Lord Nell like, yeah, I fuck with what you doing and all of that. So we got to meet him like this was 2020, 2021. We're meeting him and we're chilling around him and he's giving us like tips about the industry. And that's also part of one of the people that like kind of made me realize like, oh, okay, I can actually take my time with this thing and not rush it.
Yeah, okay, nice.
Yeah, so, and he's been like one of my GOATs also since like 2016. Like I put him up there with like Drake and Party Next Door, and he's up there, bro.
When it comes to impact on your journey.
On my journey, impact, and just like quality of music. Like he's not well known like as I think he should be, but he's done some like amazing work, bro. Like worked with Beyonce and those people. Like
you must give credit where it's due.
So yeah, he's a GOAT for real.
Nice. So now
dope guy too.
The big question: when is the next drop, sir? When is the next drop?
The next drop, it's definitely this year, bro. Like
I don't like that answer.
Nah, like
there's still 5-6 months left in this year, bro.
Yeah. Probably in the next like month and a half, 2 months.
That's too long.
It's not too long, bro. Like it's not too long. Let me tell you why it's not too long. Because still gotta upload the song. There needs to be like at least 4 weeks between that. Okay, I know there's a lot of like technical stuff, but it's like for me to have the best shot.
Okay. If you're gonna make us wait that long, it needs to come with visuals, bro.
Yeah, no, most definitely. That's also, bro, like
Okay.
We like I don't man, like I don't wanna do shit like halfway this time around. Like I wanna go all in. And if I'm gonna do this thing, I need to make sure that like, yo, I'm in a, I don't wanna say comfortable position, but like I just need to press the button type shit.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sheesh. And then you come in this year, is it just going to be singles for the rest of the year? Or maybe a few singles, EP?
Singles for the rest of the year. And then like beginning of next year, like first quarter, second quarter of like the year, I want to drop an EP, which is like what I've unofficially started working on right now. Is like starting to think about like the sound.
Okay.
And like putting in the work for that. Yeah.
Okay. So then, in your opinion now in the industry, I want you to give obviously now your top 5. But I don't want to say artists, I want to say maybe in the rap category and then singing category. Locally. So maybe you can do a rap and singing. It was still maybe top 3 if you can't do 5. But like I just want to...
I don't really have much of a top 5 locally, but... Because
maybe just who you pay your respects to.
Here in SA. Definitely AKA. That's the GOAT right there. Like AKA RIP to AKA. Like
Okay, tough. Yo, can I pick up this one?
yeah, no, do you? No pressure, bro.
Okay, so yeah, you said AKAs.
AKA's like at the
it has
top,
to
like
be super mega.
peak SA music.
Damn.
Anati, number 2, close second to AKA. Nasty C is also one of my goats. Like,
Has to be.
Nasty C. Like, I'm not doing this because I'm not saying this because like he's one of my friends, but I tell him this all the time. But I think Tembi's like one of the best.
No, that's valid, bro. That's valid.
Rappers
that's
in
valid.
SA.
There you go.
Ops also in there. Cause I actually listened to these guys like
there we go.
Before we were friends. Like,
but now it's actually like love your craft, bro.
Yeah.
Nice. So is that your 5?
So that's like what? Like that's 4?
You said AKA Nati,
AKA
Nasty,
Nasty.
Tembi.
Okay, Tembi. Yeah. That's my 5.
And then on the singing side of things.
On the singing side of things, there aren't many singers in SA.
Yeah. So that's why I'm like very interested to hear now.
There aren't many
your
singers.
side. On your side.
Baksquiat. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, that's.
I'm telling Chase. I'm snitching on Chase, bro.
Yeah, and then you can put Chase at number 5. Nah, shout out Chase. That's my guy, yo.
I get you, but not tough.
One of the best.
But by all means, bro. That I can respect it.
But also Chase is also rap category also.
He's a whole lie.
Because I knew Chase like when I first heard Chase, he was rapping.
Okay.
So I didn't even like.
And now he's there, yeah.
And now like he's tapping into the R&B stuff and he's killing it too. He's eating.
See Willie.
He's eating big time, Chase. But great
Sheesh.
songwriter also.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Underrated.
Very underrated.
He's underrated.
But I feel like his time is coming, man. Like the world is gonna know Chase Williams soon.
And he knows it too.
Yeah.
So now I'm glad. He must stick to his guns.
Yeah.
But back to you, bro. So if we had to speak about like as you're making your return now, where do you like see yourself in a few years from now? 3, 5 years from now? Where do you see yourself? That now you're gonna be like consistently uploading and all of that. Where do you see yourself? Bro, how do you see it working out for you?
Bro, like how I've always seen it working out for me. Like one of the things I've always wanted in my career is to just fill up stadiums. Be one of the first African art. Well, one of the first South African artists that could go on like a nationwide like stadium tour.
Nice.
Like, do Greenpoint, do FNB, do Moses Mabhida, do Mbombela State, like that type of like, yo, I'm gonna go and just do a tour around South Africa and then also just goes throughout Africa and do the same thing where it's like, yo, I don't really need to go to Europe. Like obviously I wanna do Europe, I wanna do America and be big in those countries, but for me I think the biggest validation will come from the fact that like, yo, I can do a show at the Greenpoint Stadium and fill it out, 50,000 people just right there.
Nice.
I can go to Jersey, do FNB 90K, like, and it's there.
Put it Brown. Damn. Nice,
yeah, like
bro.
take niggas out of warehouses and just put them in stadiums type shit.
Sheesh.
That's my vision, and then obviously like winning a Grammy, bro. Yeah, winning
that
a Grammy. That
is pretty cool, bro. Like, yeah, that's like top of the top.
Like, I only want to do like doing that once. Yeah.
Then you know, I'm done.
And also changing the game, like in terms of the business too. Like just because I've got a couple ideas about like how music can be sold. Okay. So that's also another. So
you're gonna come in with your own spin because obviously
like,
you've been thinking about this and
implementation and like how we're gonna move the units and make money off of it. You know, because streaming, it's not really doing it. So yeah, I've got an idea. I've got some ideas
on how to break down a few of it, or do you just have to?
I don't want to talk about it just yet because someone might steal it. You get me? Because this is like game changing shit, bro. You know? Yeah, bro. Like I think just being like a music pioneer, like music business pioneer, like that's where I see myself as one of those people that, you know, can develop artists as well, like
Nice.
and help them set up their business in terms of like not in like a record label sort of like structure, but
No,
just
just in
on
a
some
personal brand type of way.
like
Yeah.
contract me, pay me, pay
There
me
we
my
go.
fee, and I help you build. Sort of
Okay.
like how people build Shopify shops and that type of
Okay.
stuff.
And
Yeah,
then they can go do their own thing.
do
Okay.
their own thing with that. Yeah.
Nice, man. Now I'm excited for you, bro.
Yes, sir.
I know you're gonna come back. You're gonna step in the game, do your thing. Cause damn, I feel like there's a hunger inside of you that's just been cooking all these years, bro. So
Yeah, bro. You gotta.
I'm excited that you're taking that step now to like show the world what you've been cooking, show the new sound, the new mentality, all the new marketing techniques that you're gonna come out with now.
Yeah, for sure, for
Happy
sure.
for you, dog.
Nah, I appreciate it, bro.
But now, just before you close off, is there anything you want to say to maybe the people watching at home? Any people that's also maybe not hidden, but also are about to take that step now where they're gonna like
Make
show the
music.
world that now this is me now. Can you maybe speak to them?
The people that that want to take the step.
Maybe there's someone out there watching right now who's in a similar situation as you.
Yo, bro. Firstly, I want to tell the people like, yo, tap in, like,
Thanks.
tap in with me, like,
Of course, go follow him.
follow the
Shout out all of your
story.
social media platforms,
At
bro.
Baksquiat, Bakquia.
Yeah, I'll pop
Wait. I froze there.
I'll
Let
put
me
it on
just.
screen.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
Okay.
Baksquiat.
There we go. And
Yeah,
is that
that's
on
the one.
TikTok, Instagram, is that everywhere?
That's on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. But like my Instagram is where like I'm most active.
Okay.
TikTok I just be watching videos
I
on
get you. I
TikTok.
get you. Okay.
Twitter I just be
Nah,
reading
shout
shit.
out. Okay.
And yeah, to the people that wanna, do this music thing, like I would say like, yo, bro, understand the business. Just like any business, bro. It's like if you're gonna start like a spaza store,
Yeah.
you're gonna first, make sure that your stock is right. You're not gonna just
I see you.
open up your garage and just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You're gonna,
yeah, doesn't-
so
doesn't work
like
like
take
that
your
at all,
time,
yeah.
like make the music, make the craft, because I feel like, I don't know, maybe it's just me, maybe other people feel different, but I feel like music these days is marketed as like a young man's game, like, you gotta make it before like 30, or you gotta make it before a certain age, and if you don't do it then, like, if you're still rapping at 30, just go get a job, like, and I'm just like, nah, bro, like, understand the business, invest in the business, and do your thing, take your time, quality over quantity always. That's what I believe in, But if quantity is your thing, then just keep going, keep doing what you're doing. Yeah.
Okay.
That's my
Shout out.
shit, bro.
That was the episode. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing. This is Baksquiat. Peace.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out. Yeah, thanks, bro.
Oh, yeah. Bless up.
That was a good one.